Hello everybody, let's have a look at some of these coins. We'll be as quick as we can. It's a bit of a busy day for me today. So first of all, let's stare at the Bitcoin chart. What's going on with this? Okay, so it's kind of the same as I've been saying yesterday. A big red candle there, nice big bounce from basically the 10 exponential moving average. The same thing's happened again just now actually. We've had that bounce from the 10 exponential, but the bounces aren't very strong, and this coincides with basically the state of the Nasdaq. This is the Nasdaq here, just falling out the sky. Massive corrections at the moment. Let's measure this actually from this top here all the way down. Bear in mind this is a traditional market, so this is just over the last few days. We've come down almost, well, over 9% there. Again, we can have a look at some of these other assets. I've got shorts on some of these, got shorts on silver, but this is gold. Gold basically about to begin a big correction, I would imagine, and we'll just measure this from the top to the bottom. At the moment that's only 3.5%, so similar to that of Bitcoin in a way, so basically trending in the same ways. And silver basically is like the altcoin for gold really, so this is why I like shorting this one. So I've got shorts on some of my other platforms, and I'm basically saving all my trading money for the trade-off today on Bityard, which is it's free trades on Chainlink, so I'm looking to get involved in that quite heavily without any fees. So let's have a look at these again. So basically, we've had a look at traditional markets just very briefly, and commodities, they're all coming down, all right? The dollar is bouncing, and it's bouncing quite significantly. We can see at the moment with the Dixie chart that we've broken a I should have got this up actually. Let's just bring it up. Trading view. Basically what's happening with the Dixie is that it's bounced and broken above the 50 exponential moving average, and because that's happened, I think it's just emphasizing the moves. Now you could say that which one comes first, the chicken or the egg? Has the Dixie bounced or has the market collapsed? Because basically they both do the opposite of each other, so you don't know which is the strongest, which is the weakest. But what you can say is that you can look at the chart and work out if it's going to continue, if it's broken support, if there's going to be more moves as a result of this. And what we can see here on the Dixie is that we've broken here. This is Dixie on the weekly, but if we go to the daily, it'll make a bit more sense of what's actually going on here. What am I doing? So we're above what was resistance. Okay, so it turned essentially to a little bit of support. We broke down beneath it. We're trending within a Bollinger Band here, and we've got our MACD cross, which doesn't mean a great deal for the moment, but it is showing signs of strength, and we're above the green 50 exponential. I would imagine this is going to have continuation, possibly up to the previous highs, because if we look at this on a basic level, what we have is a low, higher low, a low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then a bit more of a correction, but this one still putting in a reasonable high low in comparison to the lowest one, so we've not taken that one out. So this could be looking for more of an uptrend now. We could be looking to reach up to this level here, about 95.5, 95.6. so this is the situation that we're in right now. Obviously we've got all this turbulence with the lockdowns taking place nationwide, worldwide in fact, and the election as well. So there's a lot of other sort of forces at play at the moment. But what I would say is just stay away from some of these assets. Really, don't go buying into them at the moment. Everything's looking pretty bearish. I wouldn't really want to buy anything right now. And you can see with the state of some of these DeFi coins, they're just being torn to shreds. SXP is a good example of that. But we're interested mainly on these three. So we're going to side with the strong at the moment. The strong is where you've got it, unless you've got the opportunity to short some of the weak. And even then, you know, it's still a gamble. Highly volatile. So are we going to bounce from this level now? Is it going to have a continuation up and towards 14,000? I don't think it is. I think that the indications now, especially with the dollar and the rest of traditional markets, all look like they're going to be going down now for a period of time. Yes, there'll be bounces and volatility, but I think Bitcoin is only going to follow that. The crucial area is this area here, this trend line, and if this trend line gets taken out, then it will be a nasty collapse for Bitcoin, and we'll be talking areas all the way down below, maybe towards just above 11,000, I would say, which is this upwards trend line level of support, would eventually get taken out if this was to happen. The reason I say that is because this trend line always finds significant rejections historically over the last 3 years. Big rejections, this is just one average of 38%. The most recent time that we were rejected from there was here, and we got about a 20%. So if we do break down from here and essentially get the bears reclaim this zone, then it would be pretty nice. We were talking about 11,000 should almost certainly get filled. Maybe even if we break down further than that, we could have a full retrace of this area, coming down into the 10s, maybe even the 9s. Anyway, let's look at Chainlink, because this is the one that we're going to be trading on tonight, because like I say, it's no fee for trading Chainlink on Bityard tonight, so this is the one we're most interested in. This one obviously is going to break down. It's going to follow Bitcoin in its breakdown. Yes, there'll be bounces. We're trying to hold this area here, the 50 exponential, basically at $11 flat. This will likely break down, and it will bring us down to these bottom levels here. It doesn't mean there's going to happen in giant big moves. There's going to be plenty of volatility in the market today from all accounts. From what I can see, everything looks like it's going to be, the pressure is on the downtrend on this, but because there's so many support levels beneath us, there's going to be opportunities to buy these bounces. These bounces are probably not going to continue, which is why it's good that there's no fees on these trades, because we don't really want to be holding these for very long anyway. We just want to be in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. That's how we're going to be playing it today, because that's the beauty of having no fees. So we're just lots and lots of little high leverage trades on breakdowns and breakouts, and that's how it's going to be played. I would say though the destination in the medium term, in the very short term I suppose, is down to these levels here, just around about $10, maybe $10.50, but yeah, that kind of makes sense. We've got this 50 exponential here and the 50 simple around here. Breaking down all the way down to the 100 exponential would take a significant move from Bitcoin to do that, because Link is very strong. I mean, these moves are big. They're like 10% moves up and down, but it's generally strong. I mean, when we look at the chart overall, I mean, it's an extremely healthy, strong chart, but that's not without massive moves up and down. Now, if we look at this pattern here that's forming, overall, it still looks quite good. We've got upwards levels trending of support. Basically, it looks a little bit like that. Basically, a channel is kind of forming in many ways. Do we have anything of any significance around this level? Not really, but it is a channel all the same. So we could be looking to play this within this range. So that again would bring us down to 10.5. So I think that's the area that we'll be looking to play within really today. Shorts down to that level, maybe a little higher, just to front run those. If you're doing low leverage shorts, if you're doing high leverage shorts, you're going to be up and down all over the place. Short in, long in, long in. That's the beauty of it. So this is the deal with Chainlink, and it still looks good and constructive until this area is taken out. This is the one to break down from. If we break down from $10.50, then it will look pretty nasty, and a sizable retrace will then take place. And XRP, I mean, we've kind of found that, come to accept that this one, it's got resilience, it's strong at these levels, but the strength will give in eventually. We've got the 100 exponential moving, the 200 exponential moving average here, where we're finding support on, and we've probably going to find that getting broke down again, coming down to our main support level of 22 cent, where I would suggest perhaps that's where I'll be looking to do buybacks and longs. Now, if that does break down, we will come down dramatically, down to around 17 or so. Obviously, you'll find bounces on the way, but overall, this is the one for out of all the altcoins that are on the market right now. This is the one I'm actually currently most interested in anyway. For the long haul, you'll have to watch my market cycle video on XRP to understand why. But next year, basically, it's going to be completely different. There's been 2 market cycles already, and we're about to enter the third, which always begins with a large parabolic run, where you're looking for around 2,000% increase in a very short space of time. It'll be more than 2,000% from this level. It'll probably be more around 4,000. But again, this is just speculation how the market cycle will play out. It's done it previously. It's done it twice before. Is it going to do it again? Well, market cycles offer, they're cycles, they're cyclical. They should take place again. There's no guarantee that they will, but Bitcoin's always has. And XRP's always has, and this is how it works. So I'm very interested in buying down at these low levels for the long haul for all of next year. And that's how I'm going to be playing this market. So it's just like I say, it's a real fast video for you there. Get yourself set up for this Bityard no fee on Chainlink, which should begin trading. It's Singapore Friday, when Friday begins in Singapore, so they're 8 hours ahead. So we're looking for, it's going to take place around 4 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. So get yourself set up for that and make some decent money with no fees involved. Like I say, this is for buying and selling, shorting all over the place. So you're long short, long short, long short. You can afford to take profit at every opportunity. Don't get greedy, it's all profit. There's no fee, that's the point of it. So there's no fee, you don't have to recuperate a fee before you're in profit. If you're in profit, you're unsure of your trade, take the profit. Wait for the next one, take the profit. Take the profit, take the profit, take the profit. I bet you that within a few hours you'll be quite significantly in profit if you just do it like that. Scalping, basically, with no fees. Anyway, thank you for watching, I hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.